You can be simplified and also be sentimental. There's room for both. Hey friends, it's Betsy from A Flourishing Place, where we talk about all things cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and homekeeping. And in today's video, I am back with another episode of Simplifying Our Home, where I am going room by room through our home, simplifying and decluttering so that we can live freely and joyfully without being overburdened by stuff. If that sounds interesting to you, I will link up the playlist in the description box below. But even better yet, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the episodes. Let's get right into it. This is my husband's and my bedroom, and we are going to start here. So you see bookshelves, our bed, a couple of nightstands. It's a pretty small room, but it's perfectly adequate for what we need. And over here on this wall, we have two dressers, and we have a paper garland and some lights that I hung that need to come down. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you inside my dresser. I've got, it was organized at one time, but now it's just kind of stuffed. That's the word. The clothes are just stuffed in there. So you may be looking at this and getting overwhelmed thinking, how do you even begin? Well, I'll tell you how you don't begin. You don't pull out one single piece of clothing and go, do I like this? Do I not? Do I wear this? Do I not? You pull out your favorites. That's how you start. Pull out the things that you wear that are go-tos. I did that with my clothes, and literally it took me 5 minutes because you just immediately know. Next thing I did was I took away off-season clothes and I put those away because those don't even need to be in there. So I took those and put those away under the bed. And then lastly, I took the things that need to be donated, put those in a donation pile. Things that I wasn't sure about, that I was kind of on the fence, I put them in a box to put away for 2 weeks and then come back and revisit and see how I felt about it then. That is how you declutter an overwhelming space where you don't know where to start. I did the same thing with the clothes in my closet, and I went through, pulled out my favorites, and then I dealt with the rest according to where they needed to go. And then before I got to work on my clothes, I actually went to the top shelf above and I started work on my memory box, which is full of sentimental items. Okay, this is my memory box. For you folks that say, oh, you decluttering types don't have a sentimental bone in your body. Yes, we do. Pregnancy tests from when I found out that I was pregnant with both my kids. These are my point shoes from when I was in ballet, London Olympics. This is my baby book. And then I have notes and cards from people. High school. What would I tell 18-year-old me? I just want to encourage you. Decluttering does not mean that you have to get rid of all the stuff that is special and close to your heart. Everything that is in this box is very special to me, and there's a reason why I have it in there. And that box a short time ago was jammed full to the top of stuff. Sometimes you put stuff in there and at the time it's really, really special to you. 10 years later, it's like, it doesn't mean as much later as it did at the time. You can be simplified and also be sentimental. There's room for both. These are my dresser drawers cleaned out. I did not show the process of decluttering them, but it feels wonderful. I started by picking out my favorite clothes that I wear all the time, so that made the whole process easier. Then I put away everything that I was going to donate, and then the things I wasn't sure about, I put into a box to think about later. And here is my closet decluttered. Man, I love this. I took out everything that I wasn't wearing and wanted to donate. I decluttered the top shelf even more. I just cleared things out so there was more space. I put away off-season clothes. And then the diaper box where I saved all the clothes I wasn't sure about, both from my dresser and my closet, is right here, and I'm going to go through that now. So this is the box of clothes that I put in my closet. These shoes, I have loved these shoes. I've had them for ages. A holdover from before I had kids. They're not easy to walk or run in. And when I have little kids, I gotta be able to run. This dress is very special to me because this was my going away dress from our wedding. It was so comfortable. I just felt absolutely beautiful wearing this dress. I've had 2 children, and so this dress does not fit. I did lose the post-pregnancy weight, and I got down to the weight actually even lower than I was when we got married at one point, and the dress still did not fit. And the reason why is because when you have kids, your body just changes. I have wonderful pictures wearing this dress. To hang on to it and to pass by it in my closet and think, oh, that doesn't fit, oh, that doesn't fit, oh, that doesn't fit, is just terrible. And so it is time. Somebody else is gonna find this dress and be thrilled.
This is just what I wanted.
These clothes, when I put them in the box about 2.5 weeks ago, I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to keep them. I opened that box again to evaluate. It was so easy to let go of these things. And the number one reason why is because I had experienced what it felt like to have a highly simplified closet. Once I had experienced that ease of being able to get dressed in the morning and not have to shuffle through a bunch of things in my closet, the idea of pulling these things out of the box and putting them back in my closet was like, oh no, I don't want to do that, because I love the breathing room that's in there. I love the space that I have. And I love, again, the ease of decision making for getting dressed in the morning. If it's hard for you to get rid of some clothes or some things that you're just not sure you might regret later, keep them in a box like that. Minimal Mom calls it the time will tell bin. Other people call it a timeout bin or quarantine bin, whatever you call it. If it's hard for you to get rid of things right off the bat, put them in a bin or a box and put them away for a little while. I will be perfectly honest. I think there was one item. I need that shirt, and I pulled it out, but everything else stayed in the box. It takes the pressure off when you're initially decluttering of feeling like you have to make the decision right away.
No, yes, no, yes, no.
But then it also enables you to get distance from those things and to feel what it feels like to have a decluttered space, whether it's your closet, your dresser, whatever. I would just highly encourage it. That was super, super helpful for me. So this is the kids' bedroom. They share one dresser. They each have 3 drawers, and they are just crowded. So my goal in going through this was to pull out their favorite clothes that they wear, and then to put away everything that was off season, and then to organize what was left to become just much more manageable. There's really only a very small percentage of the clothes, and I know what clothes they are, that we go back to time and time again because I like them, they coordinate, but more importantly, the kids like them. They're comfortable in them, the tags don't itch. If you have kids, you know, they've got their favorites. So I'm gonna go through, pull out those favorites, and then everything else I'm gonna put in a bag, either because it's off season or because it'll be time to donate it.
It's as simple as it seems. Twinkle in your eyes, the way that time slows down when you kiss me, as we fall asleep in a bed of butterflies. Just close your eyes and then you'll see it. You don't ever have to look too far.
My biggest fear in decluttering kids' clothes always is wasting money. I've never been minimalistic with kids' clothes because I'm always concerned that I don't want to spend money unnecessarily. I open their drawers and it's like, well, we've got lots of clothes, I guess we're okay. And this is why I'm going through and simplifying the kids' clothes, because in the long run, I don't think it's saving us money. I think it is actually doing more harm than good.
You don't have to cover up your scars. You're perfect, darling, just the way
so
you
currently
are.
this is the top shelf of the kids' closet. It's not like it's jammed full of stuff, but it's just poorly organized, and you know, try reaching something in the back there. See, on this side, I've at least attempted. I have some risers, you know, to kind of make things a little more organized, but I want to do that across the whole closet and then do a better job of making use of the space, because look how high up that goes. So I picked up these shoe racks. They're meant to be shoe racks, but they work really good on the top shelf of closets. I have one on my top shelf and I love it. Okay, contents of the closet. Okay, the difference here, the difference of putting shelving in this top area. You can kind of see I've got 2 shelving units in there. You've got one here, and then I'll pull the other side so you can see here. You've got These are the kids' bunk beds, and we only have one kid on them right now because neither kid is old enough to be on the top bunk yet. And so I hate how the top bunk has just kind of become a dumping ground. So we're going to fix that. After seeing a tour of that bedroom, you might be thinking, well, that's really nice. But in about 5 seconds, that bedroom is going to be all messy again. The kids are going to come in, mess it up. And that's totally true. But here's the difference. When things have been decluttered and when things have been simplified, it is so much easier to pick up. And there's so much less to deal with. And some people might think with this series, being, simplifying our home, that it's all about decluttering, and the whole idea is that we're just not going to let anything come into our home. That's totally not the truth. When I have decluttered and when things are simplified and I can see everything clearly, I have a very clear idea of what we can say yes to and what we can say no to. And so it enables you to be able to say yes and no easily. And now I'm going to take you back for the reveal of my husband's in my room. We are experimenting with simplifying the furniture in there. And you'll also notice there aren't any books on the bookshelves. That's not because I decluttered all of the books, but I was still going through those and did not have time to finish with that before I had to get this video out.
Me, and I have you. That's enough to paint lonesome black and blue. Yeah.
All right, next episode we are going through the common areas in the home. So living room, family room, playroom, den, those sorts of places, and specifically simplifying kids' toys. This is a major area for me that I want to work on, and I would love to share what I'm learning with you. So stay tuned for the next episode, and I will see you then. Bye.